Good evening. Welcome to the Eagles Nest at Eau Claire Memorial High School. Zaleski Sports presents Big Rivers Conference boys basketball and a great matchup tonight between the Rice Lake Warriors, 8-0 on the season, 4-0 in BRC play. They are the number 11th ranked team in the Zaleski Sports Division II pool. And the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's coming with an overall record of 7-2. They are 4-0 in the BRC, ranked number 14 in the Zaleski Sports Division I statewide pool. Hi again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich, joined here at the Eagles Nest by former Wisconsin Badger and Eau Claire Memorial coach Dave Sparger. And Spargs, you can tell when the gym starts filling up, before 7 o'clock that it's a good one. And we've got a really good matchup tonight between the Warriors and the Old Apes.
Boy, we sure are doing. You know what's so fun about tonight is both these teams are going to look very similar. They've got guys that can knock down the three. They've got guys that can play inside, be physical. They both want to run the floor, and they want to both be tenacious on defense. This one's going to be fun.
Eau Claire Memorial had the two losses in a tournament down in the Milwaukee area, granted against really good teams, but the Apes have come back and put a couple nice wins together, including most recently up at Superior.
Yeah, nice win up at Superior. And again, that's one of those things. We've talked a lot about Memorial and their depth. Well, all of a sudden, Bryce Hedke, out of nowhere, goes off for 22. And he's a kid who's kind of been a little down on his scoring average this season. But all of a sudden, when the other guys aren't doing as much and they need somebody else to step up, boom, there's Bryce Hedke. We talk about that with the Old Apes. Any given night, a certain guy can take the lead on that offense.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. And I think, obviously you got a high-end talent in Cooper Jesperson. You got Wesley Mboga, who we were talking pregame, might be the most consistent day-to-day, game-to-game performer for the Apes, because you can pretty much pencil him in for a double-double. But this is a team that goes 5 deep off the bench, and really anybody is capable of having a hot hand.
Yeah, like you said, we've even seen that off the bench. We've seen guys come in, and all of a sudden they're getting 6, 8, 10 points coming off the bench, and that's always a huge boost if you can get that for your bench players.
On the other hand, Rice Lake, we saw the Warriors earlier this season over at the Sonntag Center, first ever high school game that was played in that facility, and they played really well in a win over Eau Claire North, kind of pulled away late down the stretch. And this is a team, you touched on their shooting percentages. They've got a lot of guys that can really fill it up. They've got a good inside-out combination, and in Zach Orr, they've got that high-end player that can play either on the perimeter. He can shoot the three. He can take it to the hoop. He's a tenacious defender, son of the coach. And that team, we saw it, we talked about it, at that game we had at the Sonntag. They take on the personality of their coach. They get after it, and it all sets up to be a really good game.
Boy, you said it. That was fun to watch that night. Rice Lake was tenacious on defense and so physical. It just took North right out of their game. And that's, again, what they're going to try to do tonight. They're going to let their defense do the talking. They're going to get up in your grill. They're going to get all over you. They're going to try to jump those passing lanes. And they're going to make it almost as possible if they can so Memorial can't run their offense fluidly.
Herrick and Hart Law Office has been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. Sparks, give me a couple keys for each team.
Well, we'll start with Rice Lake. The big thing from them, he talked about a pregame a little bit with us. He goes, they've got to shoot well. They've got to shoot well, and they, again, have to stay with that tenacious defense and make Memorial make tough shots. For Rice Lake, they like to press. They like to put that full court stuff on you, and if they're not making shots, it's tough to do. For Memorial, stay in your offense. Don't get hurried. That's what Rice Lake likes to do, force you to rush things. Memorial likes to go up tempo, but they can't be rushed. And same thing, Memorial just has to run their offense, take good shots, and they'll be just fine.
We got room for you here at the Eagles Nest. We might need to bring the shoehorn out and get you wedged in here because, this place is filling up, and why not? You got two ranked teams going at it, two longtime rivals. Coaches are good friends and a lot of respect for each other's programs, and this is shaping up to be a fun one. Warriors and Old Apes from the Eagles Nest. If you can't make it over, then sit back and enjoy the action on Zaleski Sports. We're happy to be bringing this game to you. 18 minutes on the clock. Old Apes and Warriors getting ready. And right now, we will have our national anthem tonight. We've got the South Middle School Band, and they will provide our rendition of the national anthem.
Ziak and Mr. Eric Asher.
Always good to have a band in the Eagles Nest, and fine job by the students of South Middle School Band. Getting ready for introductions here tonight at the Eagles Nest. The Rice Lake Warriors in their road blue jerseys, white numerals, white lettering, white and gold trim. Connor Durand will get the start. The senior is averaging 5.7 points per game. He'll be joined by Evan Strand, 6'3 senior, averaging 14 per game. Zach Orr, we talked about him, 5'11 senior, 16.5 points per game. Will Swenson, good inside player, the junior, he stands 6'3, averages around 15 points per game. And then Will Johnson, 6'3 senior, also averaging a double figures, 11.1 points per game. Familiar starting lineup for the Old Abe's. They're wearing their white jerseys, the purple numerals, purple lettering, purple and black trim. Julius Clark, 6' senior, 7.1 points per game. Bryce Hetke, 6'2 senior, 5.7 points per game, coming off that 22-point performance. Cooper Jesperson, the latest addition to the 1,000-point career scoring list at Eau Claire Memorial. Tay Ferguson wears number 5. Just under 6 points per game, and Wesley Mboga, just over 15.5 points per game, 56% shooter from the floor. Experienced officiating crew tonight. We're looking forward to an excellent ball game here. Old Abe's and the Warriors. Looks like it's the USA out over in the Old Abe cheering section. Yeah, a lot of folks from Rice Lake who made the trip down Highway 53 for this one. Jumping center, Will Swenson and Wesley Mboga. A couple guys that each wear the number 11. And the tap into the backcourt, controlled by the Warriors. Zach Orr will bring it across.
The Old Abe defense, they try to give a lot of help on Orr and Strand, as those are their two leading scorers, really make their offense work.
Swenson on the perimeter. Here's Will Johnson. Now Connor Durand, guarded by Hetke. Durand on the drive, gets to the bucket, overlays, and Mboga the rebound. Wesley Mboga to Julius Clark. Now he's picked up by Swenson on the switch. Tay Ferguson now. Bryce Hetke. Mboga to Jesperson. Jump pass to Clark. Trying to post up. And the Warriors save it, but right in the hands of Julius Clark. And then Tay Ferguson called on the travel. Got a little excited and shuffled the feet.
Yeah, a little shuffler. He saw that paint wide open. He's ready to take it down. Just got a little ahead of himself.
So it'll be Rice Lake basketball. We're 53 seconds into this one. And here's Zach Orr. Guarded by Julius Clark. This will be a matchup to watch all night. Two guys that Really like to get after it. Both excellent players, quickness, athleticism. Or getting into the lane. Now the kick out, Swenson. Or gets it back. Patient set here by the Warriors. And the pass inside deflected away. Gathered up by Rice Lake. They'll reset. Knocked away Mboga. Warriors will keep it, but Abe's bench likes that hustle.
Yeah, great job by Cooper Jesperson on that backdoor cut. He was able to open up and get that hand and knock that ball away to prevent that little bunny underneath. And then, like you said, Wesley Mboga almost with the steal.
Still scoreless here at the Eagles' Nest. Or to take it into the lane, guarded by Hetke now. Jesperson again gets a hand in the passing lane. Whistle and a foul, and that's going to go on Tay Ferguson. His first, the team's first.
Well, that's the thing about these two teams. They're going to be able to switch every ball screen. They just match up so well, 1 through 5. Everybody can switch it. That's going to be tough.
We're now 2 minutes in, and two teams that can certainly fill it up. Nice pass underneath, or unable to finish. Hetke on the push. Jesperson back to Clark. Mboga for 3, and that is good.
Good start for Wesley Mboga. Did a good job of setting himself outside the arc. Good pass. He knocks it down.
You know, like all these returners for the Old Abes, they've all added a little something to their game, and Wesley Mboga has really turned into a very good outside shooter. Here's a look from outside, and look at Zach Orr following his own shot.
Yeah, he knew right when it left his hand it wasn't going to get there, so he took off after it. Never got boxed out.
Mental mistake there by the Abes is you had 3 guys looking around, all assuming that the other one was going to go get it. Jesperson, he'll go to the line. Foul on Evan Strand. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Cooper Jesperson with his first point of the basketball game. Two at 2 for the senior Jesperson, and the Old Abes have a 5-2 lead. Duran to bring it up. Here come the Abes with that run and jump press. Knocked out of bounds, and it went off Connor Duran. The Abes will get it back.
Yeah, it went off Jesperson first, but it caromed off of him and back off the Rice Lake player and stays with the Old Abes.
Jesperson to bring it across. Clark way outside, now Mboga. Jesperson, yes sir.
Oh, nice touch. That was a tough shot.
Jesperson now up to 5 points. It's a 6-point lead for the Old Abes.
Here comes that trap, yeah.
Duran to Swenson. Knocked away. Swenson gathers it back. Abes playing some tenacious defense. Of course, as I say that, Duran gets to the hoop. Can't finish with the left hand. Hetke to Clark. Julius Clark for 3. That's no good. Look at Duran go way up for the rebound.
Yeah, Julius Clark earlier this week was a little under the weather. Wasn't feeling real good. We'll see how long he can go here in the first half. He might need a few more breaks tonight.
Zach Orr to the hoop.
Ah, too easy. He got the corner and took it downhill.
Clark up top. Inside, Mboga. Goes up strong, contact, and a foul.
Great entry pass right there by Julius Clark off the top.
Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they are changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today. Pierce Hostreiter is in for Rice Lake.
Simmons and Bauer come in for the Old Abes.
Again, we'll watch these substitution patterns in this game. Generally, Rice Lake has only gone about 3 deep off the bench. (9-4) lead, Old Abes over the Warriors. And they're going to get Simmons on the bump. You know, you get Simmons and Tay Ferguson for the Old Abes, Durand, Orr, and Swenson for the Warriors, all football guys. They made that transition.
Yeah, and they play the basketball game very physical. They are strong kids.
Orr into the lane. There's some
that's a
physicality
charge.
there.
Good call.
Yep, they get the call.
Great job there again by Julius Clark. Boy, a lot of times you just don't get that call, you know, when that offensive player leans like that, but that was the right call. Clark was there, and he dropped the shoulder. He initiated the contact.
Now the Warriors with some backward pressure. Here comes the trap, and the Abes throw it away.
Like we talked about in the pregame, similar styles. Old Abes are looking to trap on the half court, and right there, Rice Lake trapping full.
Zach Orr will walk it up. Directing traffic is Orr. Hostreiter has it. Now here's Will Johnson. Hostreiter trying to back down Simmons. Warriors will reset. Evan Strand with it now.
You can just see how far the Old Abe defense is pushing that Rice Lake offense, extending their defense way out.
And knocked away. Ian Bauer with the defense. Ahead to Mboga. Bauer rotates to Clark. Julius Clark to the hoop.
Nice little ball fake to the top, goes baseline, lays it in.
7-point lead for the Old Abes. I think the key so far, Sparks, this Old Abes defense that's just taken Rice Lake out of its game.
Oh, you hit it right on the head. It's the defense that's creating their offense. Their case in point.
Jesperson, no, but they got the whistle.
Yeah, Will Johnson on the bump there as he was going up.
Yeah, they've just made it really difficult for Rice Lake.
Boy, you couldn't have timed that any better, that statement. Their defense leading to offense, boy, because there it was.
You get a team that, and both of these teams do it well, when they can just crank up that pressure, and we've got the quickness and guys who buy into that philosophy, boy, you can make life really difficult for the other team. Caleb Yates is in for the Old Abes, as well as Ben Fessenmeyer.
Yeah, we talked about the Old Abes bench. Look at that. There's only got one starter on the floor right now.
Yeah, and this is the luxury that they have. And again, we've talked about this in all of our games that we've done with Eau Claire Memorials, that you got 14 seniors.
Yeah.
And
experience and depth.
And one junior. And boy, that's you don't see that at the big school level. Or Abes thought might have dragged the pivot foot, but he was able to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, I don't think Zach Roy realized how open he was. He could have just pulled up for a little lane jumper right there.
And again, even with the 4 reserves in the game right now for Memorial, they're still playing that pressure defense. And we've got a whistle, and the foul is going to go on Caleb Yates.
Yeah, he must have grabbed the guy that was coming in from out of bounds because that was behind the play there.
Here's Strand operating on Simmons. Looking for the cutting Swenson. Strand gets it back. Now Johnson. Zach Orr. It's a heck of a matchup right there. Jesperson on Orr. Two of the better guards on this side of the state. Will Johnson kept the pivot foot planted. Orr drives. He was looking for the and one. Not sure that one would have counted. Foul goes on Cooper Jesperson.
Yeah, that's one of the things I think the Old A's will start to notice is that when Orr gets his head down, he really wants to go. They've got to make sure they give the help. Got to get it out of Orr's hands.
Yeah, and when he goes to the hoop, he knows that angle and he knows the route he's got to take. And if you're on his hip,
you're going to lose.
You're going to look. Yeah, exactly. Here's Hostreiter. Gets the roll.
Shot.
And with that, head coach Kevin Orr will take the timeout. 10:50 remaining. It's 13-6. Old Abe's over the Warriors. We'll take a timeout as well. It's a 30-second timeout. Back in a bit on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ten minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Eau Claire Memorial at home leading the Rice Lake Warriors 13-6. Matchup of the 11th ranked team in the Zaleski Sports Division II state poll, that being Rice Lake, and the number 14 team in Division I in that Zaleski poll, the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. Abe's got off to the early lead, and they've maintained that lead throughout. Here is Caleb Yates. That shot no good. Strand to bring it across. 10.5 left.
Yeah, Strand's been quiet so far. He's their second leading scorer. We'll see if he gets rolling.
Johnson was going to try that step back. Here's Orr to the hoop. What do we say, Sparks? You're on his hip.
Yeah.
You're not going to stop him.
Orr's kind of taking over here on the offensive end. Other guys aren't having much success, so he's just putting his shoulders and head down and driving hard.
5-point lead for the Abes. Jesperson, step back three, it rims out. Rebound to Orr. Orr gets his man on skates and then sinks the three. Now here come the Warriors.
Yeah, Orr's got 9 of their 11 points here in the first half.
7-0 run for Rice Lake. Jesperson, can he answer? Not that time. Orr ahead to Strand. Strand on the drive. And
stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Clark, Mboga, Hetke back in for the Abes. Grant Paholke, the 6'1 junior, is in for Rice Lake.
Along with Connor Duran back in.
Uh-huh. Julius Clark with it, guarded by Zach Orr. Was able to get it across quickly so the trap never came.
Yeah, exactly. He was too quick for it.
Caleb Yates.
Oh, nice little drop step.
And a good two-man game that time between Clark and Yates.
Yeah, Yates didn't even bother putting it on the ground. He got it up before anybody gave him the extra help.
4-point lead for the Abes. And that one Out of bounds. Turnover will give it back to Memorial. Abe's with the ball in a 4-point lead. Hetke to Clark. Oh, nice step back. Julius Clark, three-pointer no good. Swenson trying to save it, but it went out of bounds. So Bryce Hetke to throw it in. And Boga on the perimeter. Fessenmeyer to Hetke. Some good defense in this possession by the Warriors. Mboga will try a three-pointer, and that rims out. Knocked out of bounds, they say, last touch by Zach Orr, the Warriors.
Tay Ferguson coming in for the Old Abes, along with Will Johnson for the Warriors.
So Hetke will throw it in for Memorial, 8:11 on the clock. It's been a really competitive first half. Durant going for the steal, didn't get it. Knocked out of bounds by the Warriors. Chad Brisky, Old Abe's head coach, signaling in a set on this out of bounds play. Hetke to throw it in. Clark has it, and they'll swing it. There's a three. Hetke, no. Abes collect the rebound. Ferguson over to Mboga. Fessenmeyer, now Clark. Abes with some good patience here. Warriors doing a good job extending out on those shooters. Tay Ferguson will try a three-pointer. That's short. Fessenmeyer had it. He and Hetke collide. Now the Warriors have numbers going the other way. Kick to the corner. Three-pointer. It's good.
Nice kick out to the corner for a good look.
Grant Paholke makes it a one-point game.
Paholke's first points of the night.
Abe's once led 13-4. There's a 10-2 run now by the Warriors. Wesley Mboga to the hoop. No, Fessenmeyer the putback.
A couple times now, the Old A's will get up that offensive rebound, give himself another chance.
Abe's by 3. Warriors swing it to Paholke. Orr with it now. The defense in this game has just been something. Both teams really turning it up defensively. Connor Durand now. Tough shot, no. Hetke pulls down the loose ball ahead to Clark. Ferguson to Mboga, thought about the three. Now Mboga on the drive. He will bring it back out.
Old Abe staff yelling for a set play here. Get himself set up here with Hetke at the point.
Contact, and they're going to get the foul on Will Johnson.
Yeah, a little nickel diamond on the top of the key there. Coach Orr's not happy with that call. Kind of bailed out the Old Abes.
Jesperson back in for Memorial. Swenson and Hastreiter in for Rice Lake. You know, you think of this Memorial team and just how deep they are, but still when Cooper Jesperson's out there, they're just that much better. You know, because he can do so many things.
Yeah, he's not just a scorer. He creates for everybody else.
Wanted a dish to Mboga. Durand the other way. Connor Durand tracks it down. Hounded by Hetke. And then off the foot of Durand and out of bounds. Nope, they're going to say off the foot of Hetke.
Yeah, they missed that one, unfortunately, for the old Abes, because you're right.
So Warriors ball down by 3. Kevin Orr calling out a play from the bench. Orr to Durand. Connor
Nice
Durand with the left hand.
Yeah, it goes hard left to the paint, spins to that right hand and lays it in.
Again, another one of those guys that brings that athleticism and toughness to the table. Hetke for 3. That is good.
That's his shot, folks. Either corner, that's exactly where he likes to sit and wait for that ball. And he is a good shooter from there.
Again, had 22 in his last outing up at Superior. 4-point lead for the Abes. Inside Swenson, and he is fouled.
Julius Clark picks up the foul, just his first.
Ian Bauer in for the Old Abes. Evan Strand and is back in, along with Grant Pahalke. Good pass inside. Powering up for 2 is Will Johnson.
Yeah, Will Johnson with the inbounds pass just kind of hung out of bounds a little bit. And then all of a sudden when that ball got to the perimeter, he stepped into a wide open spot.
Ferguson up top, hands to Jesperson. Back to Ferguson. You're going to let him take that 3, and that's good. Remember, Tay Ferguson is a young man who did not play organized basketball these last few years.
Yeah, he really focused on his football, and it earned him a full ride to Brown University. But since he's gotten that scholarship, he decided to get back into this. And you can see as the year goes along, he's finding that offense.
Scramble for the loose ball right in front of the Memorial bench. They say last touch by Tay Ferguson, as he was the low man in that pile. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza, locally owned and operated. They have been a family tradition for more than 27 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder at Mancino's, conveniently located just off of Highway 53 and Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Zach Orr gets some instructions from his dad, Kevin. They'll start the offense here. We're under 3.5 to go, first half. Abes with the ball, or check that, Warriors with the ball, down by 5. Paholke swings it far side. Orr now picked up by Ferguson. Zach Orr wanted to get it into the corner. Orr thought the Abes touched it last. The official was right there and said Memorial basketball.
Yeah, or try to go baseline there and then hit the guy in the corner, but Mboga had sunk and taken that away.
On another turnover by the Abes. Here's Zach Orr on Mboga. They'll get the foul on Memorial.
Now they're going to call basket interference. They're going to give him the 2 points.
Yep, you're right, Sparks.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the Memorial guy was, but he went up there, got his hand kind of caught in the net. The shot never got to the rim, really. Wasn't above the rim anyways.
So Zach Orr has 11 points. Abes by 3. They have led throughout. Jesperson, no
that's
good.
A good look. Ferguson on the re-screen, kind of did a double screen. He went down and came back out. Gave Cooper Jesperson a good look, just couldn't knock it down.
Or to bring it across. Guarded by Clark. Bauer now guarding Paholke. Double team comes on Orr, trying to fight his way through that. And they're going to get the Abes on the foul. They'll get Julius Clark on that one. Nope. He did not give it to Clark.
Gave it to Bauer?
Yeah, Bauer, number 14.
Yeah, the Old Abes jumped him with a double team, trying to get that ball out of Zach Orr's hands a little bit quicker. But Zach's so good and so strong with that pivot foot that he just keeps moving and kind of draws that contact for the foul.
Duran to throw it in. You know, these are teams that average in the high 60s. Rice Lake averaging 70.8 points per game. Eau Claire Memorial 67.4. We are not on track for a high-scoring game, at least at this point. Held ball and possession arrow point in the way of Eau Claire Memorial. Whether it is skiing, hockey, or basketball this winter, Shepke Chiropractic has got your back. For all your sports-related injuries, you can rely on Shepke Chiropractic to get you back in the game. Visit us online, shepkechiropractic.com. Imboga guarded by Swenson. Imboga, contact, offensive foul, Connor Durand.
Durand did a real nice job switching off there, seeing that drive come, and he was set. Good job defensively.
So Imboga, that's his first foul. Each team now with, well, actually the Abes have 7 fouls, so Warriors are in the bonus the rest of the way. Rice Lake's got 5 fouls. Will Swenson to the hoop, contested, but then the putback. Up and good, Pierce Hostreiter.
Yeah, Hostreiter, good job following that up.
Imboga counted and the foul.
Good outlet pass, seen Imboga ahead of the field.
Wesley Imboga now up to 6 points. Swenson picks up the foul. His first, team 6th, so the next Rice Lake foul. And Memorial will be in the bonus. Wesley Imboga, the senior, at the line.
Picks up his 7th point of the night.
You know, prepping for this game, and you start looking at, you know, some of these averages in terms of field goal percentage and three-point percentage. Both teams just really impressive. Imboga the near steal, pinballs around, Imboga's got it, and he gets the timeout. We will take the timeout as well.
Well, they're going to change the call. All of a
changing
sudden,
the call.
Timeout from one official. The other official was saying, nope, he was tied up first.
So are they still going to, is Memorial still going to take the timeout, I guess is the question.
I would be surprised. I don't think they will. Be Rice Lake's ball out here on the side.
4-point lead for the Abes. Warriors with the basketball. Tough place for the inbounds. They throw it into the backcourt. Orr tracks it down. Durand has it. Dishes it off. Swenson underneath. Will Swenson.
Good finish right there, Will Swenson. Looks like the Old Abs are going to probably settle for one here, down to 30 seconds.
2-point game. We figured this was going to be a close one. It has not disappointed. Jesperson taking a look at the clock. Now he'll get it started. Cooper, Jesperson, three-pointer, it's off.
Oh, and he had plenty of time for Rice Lake to attack.
Will Swenson, layup good. Ferguson, and it's no good. We are all even at the half, 26-26. You're going to want to keep it here on Zaleski Sports because this is shaping up to be a good one. Sparks, boy, this has been a fun game. Memorial got off to that nice run. They were up 13-4, and everything was going in their favor. And then Rice Lake just kind of started chipping away, and anybody's ball game at the half.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we talked about how much these teams look alike, and it was the same thing. All first half, one team would get a little bit of a push or a surge, the other one would answer. Again, both teams play such good defense. They have good shooters. It's just fun to watch. Two teams look so much alike, and they're executing very well tonight.
Zach Orr, 12 points to lead Rice Lake. Cooper Jesperson has 7 for Eau Claire Memorial. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. We are at the half, all tied up between Rice Lake and Eau Claire Memorial, 26 apiece. We'll take an extended break and be back in a bit. You are watching boys high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest, Eau Claire Memorial High School. Wrapping up halftime here is the Warriors of Rice Lake and the Old Aves of Eau Claire Memorial, all even, 26 apiece. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you here in the Eagles Nest. And Zach Orr leads the Warriors with 12 points. Cooper Jesperson, Wesley, and Bogie, 7 each for Memorial. Sparks, we're getting the game we kind of expected.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and again, we talked about, we profiled the two high players on this game with Cooper Jesperson and Zach Orr. And right now, Zach Orr has carried the Warriors and really kept them in this game. He had just a tremendous first half with 11 points, many assists. So he's one that's really kept the Warriors in this thing. It'll be interesting to see the second half, because if Cooper Jesperson can go on one of his runs, I think the Old Aves could pull away.
We've seen this in previous games, Spargs, that Memorial, that depth just kind of wears on teams, and they're able to kind of pull away in the second half. We'll see if that happens tonight. I mean, Rice Lake's a team that they play this tempo all the time, so these guys are in great shape. They're great athletes, and I tell you, it's going to be kind of a battle of wills down the stretch.
Yeah, and they're not afraid to sub. You know, they go like 7 for sure. They'll go to that 8th guy if they need to, but like you talked about, these guys are just in tremendous shape. They play this all the time. I'm sure they practice like this all the time. They're ready to go another 18 minutes.
Starters will be out there for Memorial. Jesperson, Hetke, Clark, and Boga Ferguson. Rice Lake still huddling around head coach Kevin Orr, getting some last-minute instructions. Old Abe's fans up to something over there. Sparks, remember those days?
No, fortunately.
There's a lot of energy at that age. At least we get to be around it. We may not feel that same energy.
Love the energy.
Oh, man, yeah. This has been a good one. Abe's basketball to start the second half. Jesperson. Back to Clark. Orr on him. Jesperson, corner three, rims out. And Boga got a hand on it. The back tap back to Hetke. Clark now. Good close out that time by Orr. Clark on the drive, cut off. Challenged by Swenson. Abe's wanted a foul. Here's Will Johnson. Operating against Ferguson. Ferguson got a hand on it. Hetke back the other way for the Abes. To Mboga. Esley Mboga.
Yeah, Svensson overplayed on that pass and got beat baseline. Good job by Mboga taking it to the hole.
Orr to bring it across. Connor Duran back to Orr. Operating on Clark. Zach Orr with the left hand. No, Mboga the rebound.
Yeah, I'm surprised Orr could get that deep. Usually the Old A's have come with help.
Evan Strand now gets the job of defending Cooper Jesperson. They've rotated a couple guys on Jesperson. Jab step, Jesperson. He'll take it to the hoop. Cooper Jesperson, no. Well, even though Strand got beat on that one, he affected the shot enough.
Yeah, and again, all those Rice Lake Warriors defensively have always got an eye on Jesperson. So when he drives, they're giving the help. They're trying to get 2-3 guys to the ball.
Warriors with it down 2. Duran guarded by Hetke, now Orr. Interesting that, both teams like to play up tempo. This game has been played at a slower tempo. I think a lot of that's just how good each of these teams are defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to go fast, but you can't go fast if the other team beats you back on defense. And that's what both these teams have done. They've just dug in defensively.
Lob down to Swenson. Will Swenson off the glass for 2.
Good patience right there for Swenson. Took his time, gathered his feet, went up strong.
Will Swenson up to 6 points now. Got a couple nice buckets inside. $28 apiece. 15 minutes to go, second half. Ferguson. 50 pass to Mboga, but he'll back it out. Clark on the drive, in traffic. Julius Clark gets fouled.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who gets this one. So there was a block in there, but he also had a foul call. Looks like that's going to go against Will Johnson.
Fleet Farm's layaway program is here to help you make this year's holiday shopping easier than ever. Get the biggest and best gifts secured before they're gone and enjoy convenient payment storage options. Learn more about Fleet Farm's layaway program. Visit any store or head to fleetfarm.com. Paholke back in for Rice Lake.
Yeah, Will Johnson's going to grab a seat with 3 fouls here early in the second half.
Yeah, Johnson not a big scorer, but he gives him that inside presence. 2 free throws by Julius Clark gives the Abes 2-point lead. Clark with 4 points now. Orr to Durand. Strand will back it out. Dangerous pass. Looked like it kind of slipped out of his hands. But
yeah, he was looking to go to Orr, but Orr made that cut.
Connor Durand, strong to the hoop.
Oh, that was the word right there, strong. And he is a big, strong kid. He just took it right at him and went up.
30 apiece. Jesperson won't get the roll. Now Rice Lake a chance to take its first lead of the basketball game. Orr picks up the dribble. Dump down low. Swenson blocked from behind. Caleb Yates.
They're going to call the foul, though, on Yates.
So now Will Swenson at the line, a chance to give Rice Lake its first lead of the basketball game. He gets the roll, and the Warriors have their first lead. Ben Fessenmeyer, Shamar Simmons will check in for the Abes. Shooting his free throws right in front of that good size Rice Lake cheering section. Nearly an offensive rebound that time by Grant Pahalke. Instead it goes out of bounds. You know, we figured we'd get a close game, Sparks. I thought it would be more up and down.
Yeah,
but this is,
agree
again,
with you,
this is just good defense.
Yeah, it boils down to both these teams play such good defense and tough. And so it's tough to really get up and down if you can't score and you can't get that ball to really do much.
Clark fouled on that drive.
You know, both teams offensively are just really kind of taking their time in that half-court set, trying to get that ball swung to look for advantages, and they're hard to come by.
Second foul on Zach Orr.
Little zone here for Rice Lake.
Yep, they're throwing the 1-3-1 at him. Simmons wanted the bounce pass to Fessenmeyer.
Yeah, that's that good look out of that short corner.
Connor Durand thought he was going to take it to the hoop. Here's Strand. He loses it. And Boga back the other way. Fessenmeyer off the glass. No. Orr comes out of there with it. Warriors will back it out. Orr got her by Yates. Orr loses it. Warriors will get the timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching boys high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted local affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse in the local real estate market and can help you with both existing homes and new builds. They can also assist you through each step of the process, make the home buying and selling Process simple, not stressful. That's what you get with Jesperson Group at C21 affiliated. Warriors basketball, they lead by 1. They have trailed all the way throughout. They got it back to even at the half, and we've got a game of possessions going right now. Orr with Mboga on him. Zach Orr up and under. He'll draw the foul.
Yeah, they're going to get Yates on the help on that one.
At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Ian Bauer back in for Memorial. Shamar Simmons back in as well. Zach Orr trying to make it a 2-point game now. He does, 32-30, Rice Lake. Jesperson on the drive. Fessenmeyer swings it. Bauer now on Mboga. Back to Jesperson. Got Hostreiter on him. Bauer to Jesperson. Corner 3. It's no good. Great offensive rebound. Ben Fessenmeyer gets it to Bauer. Mboga takes a tumble. Pops right back up. Simmons to Bauer. Jesperson back to Fessenmeyer. Contact, no on the finish. Rice Lake's got it.
Yeah, I think they said no on the contact because you got to allow him to come down. And Fessenmeyer had to get his feet down, so that was where the collision was.
Or fires it to Swenson. That three-pointer no good. Battle for the rebound.
That's going to go against the Warriors at number 23 there, Rattle.
Foul goes on Pierce Hostreiter. That is his first third-team foul this half on the Warriors. Mboga. Again, good help defense by the Warriors. Jesperson, nice look inside. Simmons, Ferguson. That three rims out. Swenson, the big rebound.
Yeah, the Ferguson three was halfway down and came out.
Two-point lead for the Warriors. Orr with the left hand. No. Jesperson the rebound. Bauer, three-pointer. That's short. Simmons, the offensive rebound. Clears to Jesperson. He will launch. That's no good. Ferguson tips to Bauer. Mboga. Jesperson. Good closeout that time by Johnson. Jesperson on the drive. Out to Simmons. Ferguson will try a three. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. They go to the Warriors.
Well, a couple of good looks right there for the old Abes as they pounded the offensive glass. Just couldn't get anything to fall right now.
Hetke and Clark back in for Memorial. HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. Warriors with the ball and a 2-point lead. Zach Orr on the drive. Here's Johnson. Backs his way in. Lost the handle.
Yeah, it was the start of a good look. Backed him down. Was going to pivot and go up. But like you said, he lost the handle of it.
So now the Abes, who had led all throughout the first half and until Rice Lake got him toward the end to tie it up. Jesperson has just been a little bit off. Look at Ferguson battling for the rebound, and they're going to get the foul.
Yeah, he's going to draw the foul. Like you said, he was battling. That might be Orr. I think that might be his third if it is.
Yep, that is 3 fouls on Zach Orr. We'll see now if Rice Lake stays in that man-to-man or if they will go zone. Bauer
That's
for
short.
3, and that's short. Hetke trying to save it. They say he stepped on the line.
Yeah, Rice Lake usually does do that zone out of bounds.
Abe's a good three-point shooting team, and they have just not found their stroke tonight, and I think you got to give a little credit to the defense. And Boga and Yates getting set to check in for Memorial. Orr with the basketball, guarded by Jesperson. Johnson. Strand inside Swenson. They'll get the foul on Tay Ferguson. To cover your church, call the Dahlman Insurance Agency for a coverage analysis. Dahlman Insurance covers churches in Wisconsin with Hastings Insurance Company. Online at DahlmanInsurance.com. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service.
Boy, we're halfway through the second half here, and Jesperson's yet to score, and Orr only has 1 point here in the second half.
Strand got it stripped, and Boga had it, and then he got fouled.
Yeah, Strand's going to get that one reaching in.
And Boga trying to stretch out there. He's trying to walk it off. I think he just got caught under that pile a little bit.
Yeah, that might just be simply a floor burn the way he slid across right there.
Jesperson gets the high screen. Jesperson will pop from distance. That's long. And the rebound to Swenson.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jesperson is just ice cold right now. He's got a lot of good looks, just can't get it to go.
Johnson to Hostreiter. Inside, Zach Orr operating on Clark. Zach Orr won't get the roll. Jesperson the rebound.
One of the better looks that Orr's had this half.
Hetke will take it inside. Slips it to Jesperson. Whistle and a foul. And that will go on Pierce Hostreiter.
Yeah, Hostreiter trying to get a little physical underneath as he was driving. They got him for just a little too much inside.
Connor Duran back in for Rice Lake. Shamar Simmons in for Eau Claire Memorial. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you.
Great
Wesley
look.
Mboga.
Julius Clark going baseline addition. Little pocket pass, beautiful.
We're back to even, 32 apiece, under 8 minutes to go.
Boy, it's been a while since either team had scored.
Swenson on the drive, reach and foul. They'll get Mboga on that one.
Yeah,
Second foul. Sorry, Sparks.
Yeah,
Second foul on Mboga.
Just going to say, he just bodied up a little too much. You can see that lane open up.
Now Mboga is going to come out, and I think he might have a little blood there.
Yeah.
You mentioned that might have a floor burn, and it looked like he just
That's exactly
kind of
what
ripped
he's
through
got.
the tights there.
Yep, little blood on the knee right there.
We'll get that one taken care of, and probably have to tape it up a little bit. We've got a little bit of a delay, and we'll take the opportunity to tell you that Security Financial Bank, SFB, whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Hey, that was quick. Wesley Mboga back in. He may have to retire those tights, though, after the game.
Yeah, that one opened up, like you said.
So 7:43 remaining in the second. Zach Orr gets it into Will Swenson. Now Connor Durand. Orr with it. Will Johnson dishes it off to Will Swenson, who scores.
Good job of the two big guys on the inside sharing the basketball.
Will Swenson up to 9 points. Again, a 2-point lead. Whistle and a foul. It's going to go on the Warriors. Checking in for Rice Lake is Grant Paholke. Foul goes on Will Johnson. That is his 4th. So at the line, Cooper Jesperson. And that is his first point of the second half. Had some looks from the perimeter. It just has not been able to knock his usual percentage down.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why this thing is what it is. It's a tight game, close all the way. Same thing, Zach Orr, the second half has kind of struggled a little bit. He's just got the 1 point.
And 1 or 2. Duran gets the rebound. Key rebound there for the Warriors. Now Duran will bring it across. Trying to beat that trap. Knocked away. Wesley Mboga. Layup good.
Great job by Mboga anticipating that pass, jumping that passing lane, deflecting and getting the 2 points.
It was the Abe's defense early in the first half that got them out to that 13-4 start. Oh, right back the other way. Layup, no. And they're going to get the Abes on the foul. Grant Paholke unable to finish, but he did pull down the rebound.
Yeah, the old A's were hoping for a little jump ball action right there because he brought it down, but picked up the foul. Only the 5th, so 5th is half, so they're still not shooting.
Shamar Simmons will get the foul, and that is his 2nd. Zach Orr with it. Orr operating against Mboga. Good defense that time. And then the tap to Julius Clark.
That's a tough matchup for Orr right there going against Mboga.
Oh, nice pass. Wesley Mboga unable to finish.
Great hands to catch that one. Just couldn't complete the finish.
And a great dish by Jesperson. Now a 30-second timeout by the Warriors. We'll take one as well. You're watching boys high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
All right, back at the Eagles' Nest. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second half. Eau Claire Memorial and Rice Lake locked up in a good one. Old Abe's have regained the lead. It's 35-34. Bob Bradovich, Dave Sparger with you. And Spargs, this, again, you take one word to describe this, you just say defense.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of talked about, you said at the beginning of the game, they both average, upper 60 to 70 points a game. But boy, when they match up, they're just so evenly matched physically, athletically, and they both just rely so much on that defense. It is really showing tonight.
And neither team has been able to really get its running game going. And Kevin Orr will have to take another timeout because it was going to be a 5-second call against his team. So we'll step aside again. Back with more boys high school basketball right here on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Second half. Eau Claire Memorial leading Rice Lake 35-34. Warriors, though, had to burn a pair of timeouts. So we'll see if that becomes a factor. Rice Lake just one timeout remaining. Habs have their full complement of timeouts. Up top, Pahalki. Picked up his dribble, gets it to Connor Durand. He'll survey the situation, clear it. He can get it back. Zach Orr gets his step, puts up the shot, short, offensive rebound, Evan Strand.
Yeah, Boga might have got a piece of that one.
Swenson picks up the dribble, and the Warriors turn it over.
Great
got
job
a little
by
tight
Julius
on
Clark.
that sideline,
Yeah.
Sparks.
Julius Clark with great pressure out there. Warriors were trying to run that offense and trying to get Svensson on that, get him down low on the blocks for that mismatch because he had Clark guarding him, and that's a size mismatch there for the Warriors, but they just couldn't get him set down there.
Abe's basketball leading by 1. Under 5.5 minutes now. Jesperson. Now in Boga. And they get him on the double dribble.
Yeah, he dribbled once to gain control.
So Rice Lake will get it back. Ostreider to inbound. Clark guarding Orr. Comes the double team. Ostreider gets it back, puts it up, won't go. And Boga the rebound. Hetke to Clark. Julius Clark through contact.
Julius Clark on the breakout, got ahead of the field. Great job finishing at the glass.
3-point lead for the Old Abes. Zach Orr now against Clark, loses his footing, loose on the floor, and the Abes take it away. Jesperson to Simmons, back to Jesperson. Cooper Jesperson to the hoop.
First time he's been able to get all the way to the hoop. Warriors have done such a good job of cutting him off. They could not do it there. Old Abes back up 5.
7-0 run for Memorial. Swenson. Over to Strand, he'll launch from outside, in and out. Battle for the rebound, Ostreider got it, but Rice Lake called on the foul.
Strand with a logo 3, he was way out there.
And that is a shooting foul because the Old Abes are in the bonus.
Yeah, there's going to be some big free throws coming down the stretch. Here's a chance for the Old Abes to start stretching this out a little bit. Just a 5-point game, and they're at the line.
At the line will be Bryce Hetke. 3 points for number 3. Connor Durand back in for the Warriors. He'll get Ostreider. Four minutes remaining in this second half. Free throw long, Durand the miss, or with the rebound, I should say, off the miss.
Yeah, you hate to lose those free points here with just a 5-point game.
Strand to Orr. Durand will clear it. Strand back to Oregon. Expect the ball in his hands quite a bit as we go down the stretch. Knocked away Mboga, gathered by Johnson. Duran gets to the bucket.
Oh, tough finish.
You know, sometimes those lefties, you're kind of, he took it like he was going to go up with the right hand, and he just switched it back at the last minute.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of times you're just not used to them shooting with their left hand, so you overplay the right.
Abe's running their weave up top, 3 minutes left. Clark, Hetke, three-pointer, it's off. Got a decent look.
Yeah, I don't think he was really set, though. He kind of pivoted out to the corner there. And I don't think he was really looking to be set into that shot.
Yeah, coaches always talk about that foot organization. Get your feet underneath you and get that base. Warriors with the ball down 3. Duran to Orr. Orr kind of eyeing up the 3. He'll give it up to Strand. Now Johnson back in. He gets fouled.
Shamar Simmons on the foul for the Old A's, his third, just the team's 6th.
Ian Bauer back in for Memorial. 2:17 remaining in the second half. Orr gets it in to Johnson. Now Swenson. Looking for Orr off that back cut. He'll launch from distance, and it's short. Mboga the rebound. Abe's with the ball, 3-point lead, 2 minutes left. Chad Brisky will take one of his timeouts. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching boys high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Person
10, Mboga 13.
Minute 57 remaining. Old Abe's took the timeout. They've got the basketball in a 3-point lead.
Yeah, Brad, I really like that timeout right there. Just under 2 minutes, you've got possession, 3-point game. Just, that time he can really kind of gather his troops and go, hey, listen, we want to run a good set, and this is what we're looking to try to do, because this next hoop could be huge.
Yeah, this is a game of possessions. Again, we've said it multiple times tonight. Abe's averaging 67.4 points per game. Rice Lake 70.8. This one, though, just intense, in-your-face defense start to finish.
Warriors come out in that 1-3-1 here off the timeout.
Now they've got Johnson on the floor. Will Johnson wears number 34. He's got 4 fouls. Bauer to Clark. Kick out. Bauer, I think any other time he would have shot that 3, but.
Yeah, I like that. Like that hold off here. You're late in the game like this. You can run all the clock you want. You're up by 3.
Abe spreading the floor. Ooh, they had a nice set that time, but Mboga fouled as he was dishing off the pass. So
yeah, a little give and go. He would have gotten that right inside there. Shamar Simmons would have had a layup.
And with that, Will Johnson picks up his 5th foul, so Johnson's night is done. 2 points for Johnson, but he provided some rebounding and some defense inside. So now checking in is Pierce Hostreiter.
And Wesley and Mboga at the line here, but it is just the bonus. So it's the 1-1. That was just the 9th foul.
Chance to extend this 3-point lead for Wesleyan Boga.
A couple of misses on the front end of the bonus here for the Old A's late.
So now Rice Lake can tie it with the 3. Or reversing his field and still keeping the dribble alive. Warriors do have 1 timeout remaining. Moore looking for the clear out. Now picks up his dribble. And Kevin Orr will have to take the timeout, and that's the last timeout for Rice Lake. We'll take a timeout as well. 39-36, Old Abe's over the Warriors. We're back in just a bit. You're watching boys high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Old Abe's 39, Warriors 36, 55.8 seconds to go. Warriors are out of timeouts. Abe's have 4 left. Memorial is in the bonus. Next Abe's foul will put Rice Lake in the bonus. Possession arrow point in the way of the Warriors. Connor Duran to throw it in right in front of his own bench. He finds Evan Strand, guarded by Cooper Jesperson.
You got to figure that. Here he goes. You got to figure that ball's going to get into Orr's hand. He's going to do something with it.
See if they want to run some clock here before putting up a shot.
They're going to try to find Orr with a 3. Old Abe's good job of switching in the perimeter, though, to keep on him.
Duran to Orr. Bounce pass inside. Will Swenson.
Finally got that mismatch with Clark.
Swenson now with 11 points. Clark into the front court.
Time's running out. You think they want to use the time or he traveled. He moved
Wesleyan Boga shuffled the
kick
feet.
It out. Yeah, he was about to kick it out and didn't want to, so he hesitated, and that back foot slid off the pivot.
So Rice Lake basketball, 15 seconds remaining. Duran to Swenson. Hands to Orr. 10 seconds left.
If I'm the Old Abe's, you got to get the ball out of Orr's hands.
Zach Orr, Will Swenson gives it up. Here's the shot. Strand, it's no good. The Abe's hang on and win it 39-38.
Well, the key word there is hang on. Boy, the Old Abe's didn't help themselves down the stretch. Gave Rice Lake Warriors a chance to pull that one out.
Sparks, this is a game that felt like a tournament game. It was contested right from the tip. And just incredible defense. 2 really outstanding teams that leave it all on the court.
Yeah, you said it. This has got that tournament feel because, again, the defense set the tone tonight, and that's exactly what happens in the playoffs. It's whoever can play the best defense usually advances, and tonight it was one of those feelings. Neither team could even get to 40 points. They both averaged about 70 for the season. So, again, just a great job defensively. Every drive, every shot inside was so contested. They struggled from the perimeter. It was just one of those nights where the defensive battle obviously showed, and the Old A's were able to squeak this one out by 1.
With the win, Memorial improves to 8-2. They are now 5-0 in Big Rivers Conference play, so they will remain in first place in the BRC standings. They'll be back here In the Eagles Nest, Monday, a non-conference game with DC Everest. That's a game we'll have for you right here on Zaleski Sports, scheduled for a 7:15 p.m. tip. Warriors lose for the first time this season. They are 8-1, now 4-1 in the Big Rivers Conference. They'll be right back at it tomorrow night in Rice Lake. Warriors will host Somerset in a 7:15 game. Sparks, we figured we'd see a close one. We thought we'd get more points, but this was entertaining. Heck of a ball game. These are two teams. Do not be surprised that these two teams will each make a long playoff run because Rice Lake's in Division II, Memorial's in Division I. Still a lot of time left for Big Rivers Conference play. We're just in that first time through the conference. They'll meet again up in Rice Lake. But this was a lot of entertainment on a Friday night.
Yeah, this showed obviously these are the two best teams in the conference right now. In the old days, we'll have to travel back up to Rice Lake probably to see if they can win the conference, or might have to share it because, boy, they are two solid squads right here.
So coming up next, the post-game show brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team. When you have any sports-related injury or issue, you can count on prompt, proper diagnosis and a customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and western Wisconsin. That is coming up next, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called a labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or a capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis.
Return to the sport with just continued pain, and fortunately now with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip was affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners, orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly important to me because he understood how I still wanted to be active after a surgery and still wanted to maintain my daily lifestyle.
While visiting with Dr. Carlson, we learned that he grew up skiing and continues to ski competitively across the country and also enjoys hunting, fishing, and hiking. He is passionate that his patients' goals are his goals. Whether it is getting them back to playing with their kids, working aggressively, or competing in sports, his patients are more active and enjoy their lives.
When I see those people so happy with themselves, so happy with their decision to have this fixed or to go through this process, as scary as it sometimes is,
more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.